Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of the indicator store of the series Do It Yourself. And today we are going to review how you can join signals from two different systems. Let's say that we have two systems like what we have here. Here we have the edge and the reversal. Right? So let's see the signals one by one. So I am going to turn off the edge. And those are the reversal signals. The reversal is a stochastic overbought and oversold, and as we know, this is a counter trend system. So we can see when the market is going up, it is trying to short, to short, to short until it works. When it is going down, it tries to go long. So it works. It needs some filtering, some kind of adjustment. But anyway, it is a good system if you add the needed filters. The good part is that it, because it is a reversal system, it takes the first signal in the opposite direction. Okay, when the market is going up, it tries to short until the market finally goes down. Now, let's take a look at the other system. The other system, the edge. So turn off the reversal, turn on the edge. The edge is a trend following system, and we are trying to bounce over a moving average. As we can see, this is a moving average. We are trying to short here, but also here we are trying to go long, or go short, or go long. We can increase the size of this Donchian. This is a parameter. Let's take a look. For example, this short, if we increase the size of the Donchian, we can remove that signal. But let's say that we stay with the default signals. What happens if we try to join both signals? So let's enable both signals again. So now we have triangles from the edge, dots from the reversal, and we should search from a confluence. But as you know, it is almost impossible that two systems have the signal on the same bar. It is almost impossible. Here, for example, there is a separation of 2 bars between them. This is an edge signal, but there is no reversal. This is a reversal, but no edge. Another reversal, but no edge. Edge without reversal, and so on. Here we have edge and reversal. Okay, so this is a good confluence. And how close are one each other? Two bars. Okay. There are places where maybe we need more space. Maybe, for example, here. This is a long reversal, a long edge, and they are only 2 bars, one each other. But here we have a triangle from a long edge and a long reversal. And the distance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars. Okay? So that depends. The problem is, how can we create a logic where we can adjust how far or how close must the signals be one from the other? And really, this is really simple. And we need to use an indicator that maybe we never used it before, or it is not so useful alone. Let's take a look. I am referring to the indicator maximum. Okay, so let me turn off the signals so we can see what the indicator is doing. Okay, turn off this, turn off this. Okay, no signals. So the indicator is included with NinjaTrader is maximum. Max. There is also the minimum, okay? But currently we are using the max. And the max of the last, I don't know, 5 bars, 10 bars, whatever, by default is showing the maximum of the last 5 bars. So let me draw. This is a 10, so 10 bars. So this distance is 10 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 bars. Okay? And it is showing here, the maximum of the last 10 closes. Okay, so here we are looking at this close. Now we are looking at this close because this is the maximum, the highest close on the last 10 bars. And we keep going down. Why this value? Because it is looking at this close, the close of the green bar, and keeps holding that close until here, because this is the last time that we reach 10 bars into the past. Then we jump to this value because now we are looking at this close. Again, now at this close, and here, now let's take a look at what happens when we start going up. Okay, here, for example, on the last 10 bars, the maximum close is the current bar, and so on for the following several bars, no? Here. Even this bar, the close is below. So the maximum close here is this bar, okay? And then this bar, okay? Because the close is here, then here, then here, and so on. What happens if we change the default parameter? Because on input series we have not changed anything. By default, all the input series on all the NinjaTrader indicators is the close, okay? But we can change it to the high. And now we are doing the same, but with the highs. This is the highest high on the last 10 bars. And we keep following these highs until we reach to this current high. So that remains for the following 10 bars. Then we copy this, and so on. And when the market starts going up, like here, now the current high is the highest high, okay? But on input series, we can place any indicator. Okay, now let's see what happens if we place, if you add an, for example, no, if on here, you set an indicator. If you type, for example, a moving average, it is going to show the highest value of the indicator that you place here. Now, what happens if I place a signal? So let's see what happens if I place the edge indicator. TIS edge. The parameters that I am using, we can see here on the edge is 150 for the moving average, okay, 150. And I guess the rest is okay, is the default. But this indicator has several plots. Which of the plots I want to calculate the maximum? The signal up, okay? Okay, now what happens? We get something like this that we can see it is mostly 0, okay, because there is no signal. And sometimes when there is a signal, we are near the price action. How can we avoid this out of scale effect? by making this indicator to not auto scale. Okay, on the maximum we turn off the auto scale, and now we can see that what we get is something like this, where this maximum indicator is 0, and sometimes it has a value. Which value? Now we need to turn on again the edge, because this is the indicator that we are calculating the max. Enable. Okay. Now we can see that each time we have a long signal for the following n number of bars. Okay, let's decrease this to 5, for example, 5 bars. For the following 5 bars, it keeps the value of the signal. It looks much better if we, instead of using a line, we use anything different than a line, like for example a dot. 5 points is too much. Yes, this is too much. 3. Okay. Now it looks much better. So now, instead of having a signal on only one bar, now we have a signal on the following n bars. And why this can be useful? Because we can do the same with the other signal. Let's take a look. Let me enable again the reversal. This one. And now, what happens if I do the same with these dots? Like here and here. Okay. I guess we can copy and paste this. That's a valid option. Or we can do all the process again, adding a maximum. Okay. I am going to show you the long way and the short way. We can add the maximum. Of the last 5 bars of the indicator, TIS, reversal, or whatever you want to join to the other signal. Again, you need to check that the parameters are the same. No? Here I was using 20 and 80 for the overbought and oversold, and also this option enable. And I want to use the plot reversal up. Okay, okay, and we get a similar effect. Okay, the scale is not in auto, but if the scale was in automatic, we have the same problem. So we need to turn off the auto scale. So the 2 max have the auto scale option, and now we get the same thing. Okay, this is the long way. Now let me remove this, because we already have one max, this one, with all the settings. So we can click, right click and copy, click anywhere to unselect, right click and paste. Okay, now we have 2 times the same indicator. And here we have 2 indicators doing the same. You can see at the bottom there are 2 maxes. So let's change the second indicator, change the contents of the input series. So I want the reversal with the parameters 20 and 80. And this option enable. The plot is reversal up. We can use a different color for this, maybe cyan. Okay. And now we get this 5 signals after the triangle, 5 signals after the dot, and we can see here a place where there is an overlap. Okay, so how can we do this? How can we show in this on Builder? On Markets we already know this is very simple because there is a parameter for that. There is another video for that, but on Builder, how can we do that? We just check that the maximum of one signal is greater than 0 and the maximum of the other signal is also greater than 0. Let's take a look. So we can create a Builder strategy. And new strategy with edge reversal. As I explained on previous videos, when you want to automate an indicator, we need to place parameters for each of the parameters of the indicator. But we are going to do something really fast. Okay, let's say that we already have the target, the stop, target, stop, etc. No? And all the parameters of the edge, all the parameters that we want to optimize or modify. For example, this period and this the period of the Donchian and the period of the moving average. But for this example, my main parameter is how far one signal from the other, no? The distance. So let's add only that parameter, distance. And by default, 5 bars. Okay? Now, how can we detect that we have a signal? We already saw that we only need to check that the indicator on the corresponding plot is greater than 0 or it has a value. Now, instead of that, we check that the maximum of that indicator with the corresponding parameters on the corresponding plot is greater than 0. Something like this. Max of which period? The distance, because the period of the maximum is the distance between the signals. Distance. And also, the input series is not the default. No, it's one of the signals. For example, the edge. This one. With all the corresponding parameters. If we have parameters on the strategy, we need to map each parameter to each one of these. And then, which is the plot I want to calculate the maximum? The long signal. Okay? And then, what I want to check with the maximum of the plot of the edge? That it is greater than 0. Greater, miscellaneous, numeric value 0. And when that happens is when we have the dots after the triangle. So we can paint the background just for checking. Set the background color in color blue. Yeah, that color. And let's see if it is working. Compile. And now add the strategy to the chart. You need to be connected to enable a strategy. The name is with edge reversal. Okay. And a distance of 5. Okay. Enable. And now we can see each time we have a triangle for that bar and the following 5 or whatever is the parameter, we can check also that on the parameters, if we set 10, for example, okay? And now, how can I add that also this is greater than 0? Very simple. I can do the same. Copy, paste, and change what is inside of the maximum, okay? Because now I want that the maximum of distance bars of something is greater than 0. It exists. So instead of the edge, I choose the other signal, 1. And the parameters for this were 2080 with this option enable and signal up. Okay, okay. Now we have two conditions with if all the conditions are true, so both of them must be true for this to paint. Compile. And now, when I refresh, which one of them should remain? This, no. Nothing here, but here we have a confluence. So let's see if it works. And yes, we have a confluence on that area. There was a place here, no? Here. Where if I use a number smaller than 9, there is no confluence between this signal and this. Let's see if it works. Because here we are using a distance of 10. So now if I look at distance of 5 bars, then there is no confluence between those two signals. So now, as you can see, it is very simple to join signals, okay? Because the first time it is true, we just enter long. Here, instead of painting, we can place an enter long. Now you can say, okay, and the shorts, we have already everything created, so we only need to duplicate, change the color and the order. For example, I don't know, red. And change the plot on each one of the signals. For example, here, the maximum of the edge, looking at the plot, short signal, okay? And here the maximum of the reversal of the plot, signal down, okay? Okay, compile, and let's see if it works. Disable, enable. So we have a long, nothing here, and we have this short because we have a confluence between the triangle and the dot. We have also another, this is an error, not a good signal, but that happens. The purpose of this video is explaining how you can join signals. Then, maybe if you are interested, I can show you how you can optimize the parameters to make it work the best. Okay? But the idea is, this is the method of how we can join signals at a user-defined distance, and we don't need to worry about which signal happens first, is the triangle or the dot. On this system, usually we have a bounce and then an overvote oversolve, but maybe it is in the other way, it doesn't matter because they are at the minimum distance of n bars, where n is the size of the maximum parameter. Okay, hope this video has been useful. And if you have any question or comment, we have a chat room on Discord. The instructions are on the description of this video. And I also posted some links because we have a very excellent promo for Black Friday. And also we are announcing a live trade room. Okay, if you are interested, please take a look at the description of this video. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.